Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Mutton Chop Piper here. Today's video is entitled Pipe Smoking and My Health. Alright, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about doing YouTube videos. As you may or may not know, if you are someone who does YouTube videos, doing YouTube videos, you upload a video to YouTube. YouTube is worldwide. I have subscribers from Czechoslovakia, from Italy, from England, from Rio de Janeiro, all over the world. And as of today, 2,230 of you have subscribed. That's not to mention the maybe thousands of other people who have just viewed my video, the lurkers who have just viewed the videos and then moved on. So by doing that, you kind of put yourself out on the world stage. When I first started doing these videos, as you know, I've mentioned this before, I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would, for a lack of a better word, have so much popularity. I just thought to myself, hey, there's some information that I have on pipe smoking. I'm going to put it out there, and in the hopes that I could help those beginning pipe smokers and the intermediate pipe smokers that are having trouble out there. That was my main goal, and that's still my goal today. But by saying that, and putting yourself out on the world stage, people don't just watch you. They look at the scene that I'm sitting in front of. You as viewers of my videos look at everything that I have around me, and you notice me. You watch me and you watch what I do besides just doing the video. Now, that being said, I feel like I need to hold on to some privacy. I need to hold on to some things about myself that I don't really want people all over the world to know. I mean, it's nothing bad or anything. It's just everyone should have their own personal space, let's say, and keep things to themselves. Keep things that doesn't really have to do with pipe smoking. But the only thing is that I have gotten several comments, people that are concerned about my health. I'm going to read one of the comments that was sent to me here recently. Here we go. I'm not going to tell you who sent the comment because it's just a general comment, the way most other comments are. This one's a little bit more harsh than other comments, but I'll explain to you after I read the comment. Just between us girls, the frequency of your coughing should tell you all you need to know. I love pipe smoking, but it's madness to suggest there are no links. All right. The only thing about that comment is, again, like I said, there's certain things I like to keep to myself. And one of the things that I didn't think was relevant until I got these comments was during some of my videos, I cough. And you would would assume, not knowing me and me not telling you, hey, he coughs because he smokes too much of his pipe. Well, that's incorrect. I cough because I have a condition called asthma. Not just asthma, but severe asthma. I have to take medication daily and monitor my breathing so that I don't have an asthma attack. So, now you know that I have asthma. So the first question you may have is, well, man, this guy's insane for smoking a pipe. What if some smoke gets into his lungs and locks him up? Well, that's another aspect of pipe smoking that I have to monitor. I have to be very careful as to not inhale any of the smoke. And even the times that I have inhaled the smoke, it's not affected me because the medication I'm taking is so fantastic. Now, if you're not familiar with what asthma is, I'll explain it to you. Asthma is a condition to where the papillae in your lungs are like branches of a tree. You'll have the thick branches that come down, and then they split off into smaller branches, and then those split off into even smaller branches. And then you get some branches that are just very, very minute. I mean, very, very, maybe even the size of a pin. And what happens is when you breathe in oxygen, that oxygen goes through those branches and it delivers that oxygen into your blood. So your blood goes through your lungs, picks up the oxygen, and goes through your body. Comes back to your heart, and when you exhale, as you inhale, you're breathing in oxygen. So there's a transference there between your blood. Your blood picks up the oxygen, and then it leaves carbon dioxide. So you breathe in oxygen, and when you exhale, you're exhaling carbon dioxide. That's why, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Apollo 13. In Apollo 13, they had an accident where their oxygen scrubbers, now what an oxygen scrubber is you put it into like a concealed area, like a capsule. That scrubber, when you inhale, you inhale oxygen. And when you exhale, carbon dioxide. The scrubbers would suck in all the air in the capsule, scrub that carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere, and spew out oxygen. Well, in Apollo 13, it damaged that scrubber. So, the more oxygen they took in and the more carbon dioxide they put out, the oxygen level went down and the carbon dioxide level went up. So if they didn't repair that air scrubber, eventually there would be so much carbon dioxide that they wouldn't be able to breathe and they would die. So in asthma, what happens is your body, I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I know that they're like holes. They're like tubes. These branches are like tubes. And what happens is they constrict. And when they constrict the air coming into your body. So the tighter they constrict, the less oxygen you get. And if they constrict all the way, you can't breathe oxygen. It's like being underwater. So, if I didn't take my medicine, they would constrict so much that I would breathe like this. I couldn't breathe. It just, it was so hard to breathe that without the medication, I can't breathe. So what the medication does is it forces those bronchial tubes to open up. But when they close up, they produce phlegm. And that's where the coughing comes in. If you have severe asthma, you're coughing up this phlegm because that's what it produces when it closes up like that. So even though I've got the medication, I'm breathing in, breathing out carbon dioxide, my bronchial tubes still produce a little bit of that phlegm. So I am constantly coughing that up. Now another unfortunate side effect to having asthma is when you get scared. What happens when you get scared? Adrenaline flows. So as you're breathing in, and all of a sudden your bronchial tubes start to constrict, you get scared. When you get scared and the adrenaline starts to flow, a natural byproduct of adrenaline is to constrict your airway, constrict your bronchial tubes. So I'm breathing in, I can't breathe, I'm getting scared, and it's squeezing even harder. So now I get worse scared because now I can't breathe. So when I get to that condition, I get scared, I have to slow down and breathe. Well, the one thing about pipe smoking is it calms you down. You get into a nice rhythm and you're able to calm yourself down. So I just wanted you to know that the pipe smoking has nothing to do with my coughing. It's due to my asthma, and it is trying to eject that phlegm that has built up in my bronchial tubes. Here's some homework for you. If you want to know what it feels like to have asthma, take a clean sock, roll it into a ball, and stick it into your mouth. Now you've got to be very careful. I don't want you sucking that sock down your throat, but just kind of put it into your mouth, but don't, put it all the way in your mouth. Just put it in your mouth and then try to breathe through your mouth through that sock. And let me tell you, when you do that and you take about 2 or 3 breaths, you'll be taking that sock out of your mouth and going, oh my God, I can't believe that people live this way. It is a horrible, horrible thing. I'm lucky that I have medication to take care of it. But I thought that because of the concern for my health and pipe smoking, I thought it was important for me to let you guys know exactly why I cough. So that's it. I appreciate the concern, and I consider all of you friends that watch my videos and that subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for doing that, and until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy piping.